You're looking live at Rockingham Speedway for race number 3 of the Superstar Cup Series for the Fight Cancer 200. As drivers right now in qualifying right now, about a minute 30 left in the session. Currently on pole position is John Santoro in the 24 machine. Connors Bosian in second, Zach Stewart in third in the top 3 there. A few drivers have not set the lap times. Brock Morris, Karolinski, Brittany McWilliams being the 3 drivers have not set a lap time yet. They have about a minute to do so here at Rockingham. We'll see if they'll get those laps in here in a few moments time. Right now, John Santoro looking to be on pole position here tonight. 48 seconds left in the session. I think that'll wrap it up though officially. Here for qualifying, the 24 machine, John Santoro will be on pole position. Alongside him will be Connors Bosian on the front row. Those 2 drivers will be able to skip both of the heats here tonight, automatically make their way into the main event tonight here at Rockingham. About 20 seconds still left in the session though, so obviously still have to wait it out to be official, but looking pretty good right now. There's 10 seconds left here on the clock. I was waiting this thing out for tonight. As there is a checkered flag here officially, John Santoro will be on pole position here tonight. The Fight Cancer 200 at Rockingham. Now drivers, line up here to take the grid. As we'll take a quick look at our starting lineup here when we have the chance, but looks like it'll be Zach Stewart will be on pole position for heat number 1. We'll see what happens here. So the heat races will be happening here in a few moments time. We're still green up here, but we'll take a quick look at our starting lineup here for tonight's heat 1. It'll be Zach Stewart on pole position here for heat number 1. Second will be Alex Anderson in the 67 machine. And third will be Ryan House, and fourth will be Nate Bogus. Fifth will be Isaiah Walsh, 6th Michael James. 7th will be Donald Kite. Skylar Jones will be in 8th. 9th will be Craig Martin. Thomas Spencer will be 10th. 11th will be Tony Allison. 12th will be Christopher Bush. Alex Green will be 13th, Caleb Bates 14th, only at 15th, Brock Morris 16th, Ryan Arfield here tonight's for heat 1 will be Braden McWilliams in 17th place in the 36 machine. As the drivers get into gear right now, the pace truck should be rolling off here any moment now. Take a quick look at our weather here before we start the heat race. It's going to be 113-degree track temp, very hot. Here in Raleigh, North Carolina, or just east of Raleigh, North Carolina, capital of North Carolina as well, but 85 degrees as well in the heat temperature, so hopefully those fans in the stands brought those water bottles here today. The heat race tonight is only going to be 10 laps in length. Obviously the race itself, the main race will be 200 laps in length as well. So a little bit of a teaser here for these heat races like usual. Now see the action before the race begins, the official race begins for the points. As green flags out, and we're underway here at Rockingham. Zach Stewart takes a commanding lead here off of turn at number 2. Down the back straight he goes. He works his way down to number 3 and 4. It's 2 wide behind him, as this is for 5th and 6th as they Waltrus and Michael James. Colin Kite right up ahead of them. Nate Bikes as well, side by side here off of turn number 2. Right now, out in front, Zach Stewart and Ryan Houston, 1st and 2nd. Pass lap just sat by Ryan Houston, though, in that 98 machine, side by side, Skylar Jones and Michael James. A little bit loose there. I think that was Alex Queen, and yes, it was. They were in the 95 machine. It's Craig Martin as well. Gonna be 3 wide here off of turn number 4. Brock Morris on the inside. On the outside, it's Thomas Spencer. Is also as well. Caleb Yates gonna take advantage of that one. It's Alex Anderson in that 14th place. Out front still Zach Stewart here in lap number 5. And Bogus just had to fast lap of the race last time by. Michael James, Skylar Jones, side by side. Jones up the race, a little contact there through 3, 1, 2. Crossover here from James. Not going to be enough to go side by side, but it's all the back bumper as the moving out of the car spinning out on the back. Again, very loose. It was Craig Martin. I think he hit the inside wall. Yes, he did. His hood is up. And that car is very damaged. Yeah, he tagged the inside wall there. So we can see a better view of this one. Off of turn 2, just lost it on the inside of Caleb Yates, and around T goes, blowing engine as well. It's Brock Morris here, side by side, Alex Queen here. Exiting turn number 4 up ahead. Out in front right now, Zach Stewart getting chased down from Ryan Houston. Christopher Bush as well in the pit lane. It's 2 laps to go right now. Field pretty single file out here off of turn number 4. Can we white flag this time by for Zach Stewart? A little side-by-side action here for them back. That's around. There's actually one car in the pit lane. That is Skylar Jones. Interesting there, side-by-side here. Brock Morris, Tony Allison. Brock Morris up 9 positions here in heat number 1. Big gainer here, but off of turn at number 4. It's going to be Zach Stewart picking up the heat 1 win over Ryan Houston in 2nd. As we got some battles here for them back. Single file though. Brock Morris will be in 7th place. Tony Allison in 8th. That was a pretty tame heat number 1. We had a few cars wreck and such, but nothing too crazy. Skylar Jones down pit lane. Take a quick look what happened to that 47 machine. Could have been a penalty. Not sure what would have happened though. Looks like Jones just went in the pit lane. Not sure why, but I guess only time will tell. But as that wraps up heat number 1, we'll take a quick look at our final race results as well for heat 1. Zach Stewart will pick up the Heat 1 win. Ryan House in second. Nate Bogus in third. Isaiah Walters fourth. Donald Kite in fifth. Michael James sixth. Brock Moore seventh. Tony Allison eighth. Thomas Mitchell ninth. And Alex Crane around the top 10. 11th will be Caleb Yates. 12th, Alex Anderson. 13th, Dylan Lamp. 14th, Braden McWilliams. 15th, Skylar Jones. 16th is Craig Martin. And 17th will be Christopher Bush. So is Heat number 2 now rolling off here. And won't be able to go through the starting lap for those drivers, but we'll be able to see the green flag here. As it'll be Dingham Wilkes on the front row alongside Hunter Sr. in second. Third will be Sam Hoff. Fourth, Jared Skinner. Fifth, Jordan Warnock. Pace truck pulls off the pit lane. Dingham Wilkes releases the green flags out. As Hunter Sr. spins the tires on the outside row. He's going to lose a couple of positions, maybe even more. Let's go out. Jared Skinner, Sam Hoff, and Dylan Wilkes to pull away big time. Matt Sisler will be ahead of Hunter Sr. now as well. As some driver loose, spinning on the inside wall he goes. That is Albert Lopez in the 88 machine. Not sure if he tagged the inside wall or not. Looks like no course mean. Let's say McCullough around in the 81 through 3 and 4. Spun off the front bumper of Jordan Warnock. We'll see what happened there. They just got loose on the middle of the back straightaway. That just shows you how hot these track temps are and how loose this truck is. And how important I think tires are going to be very, very paramount in tonight's event. Zero more just as a fast lap of the race last time by 23.527. And he's trying to pull away here from Jared Skinner behind him here early on. Tire saving not going to be too big of an issue here in these heat races. Most of the field's going to fall out pretty quickly though. Smashes around the outside line trying to make that work. Be interesting to see what lane comes and goes here tonight. Will the outside be the quickest, or will the inside be the quickest? Also, the tire saving out as well. It'll be interesting to spot that out for. And which lane will be a more dominant lane tonight? It was pretty quick heat races. We got side by side about Hunter Sr. who spun his tires on the opening. Oh, well, the only restart in there, restart in general. He's now up to 5th place, dropped 3 positions. So he's recovered nicely though. Didn't lose a crazy amount of ground there, but still, I mean, 3 positions is 3 rows on the starting grid. Unfortunate for him, but really has a chance here to maybe get up the Matt Sisler here. 2 laps to go. Now 1.5 here down the back straightaway. Senior is going to run bottom or top. I think this will be really interesting to see. Just runs the bottom of the racetrack. So I think the bottom of the racetrack may be a little bit quicker here at Rockingham. The white flag this time by for Daniel Molix out in front ahead of Jared Skinner and Sam Hoff in third. As a good run here for Hunter Senior through 1 and turn 2. Matt Sisler. Oh, but Hunter Senior almost tags out, so while may have scraped it. I think he might have to settle for that 5th place right now. And Matt Sisler will stay in 4th, but most importantly, Daniel Molix will win heat number 2. He will start in 4th place in the main event tonight. Jared Skinner will be in 2nd, Sam Hoff in 3rd. Jarvis finishing up here. Christian Schweiger into the last driver on the lead lap. Bruno Rose went 1 lap down there. I think he has some damage as well. But overall, pretty clean heat 2. I mean, we saw a couple of spins there on the opening lap. Other than that, pretty clean and pretty calm, I would say, as well. We'll take a quick look at our final heat results for heat number 2 before we get into our feature events for the Bike Cancer 200. Rockingham Speedway. Daniel Molix will pick up the heat number 2 win. 2nd will be Jared Skinner. Sam Hoff will be 3rd. Matt Sisler 4th. Hunter Senior 5th. Jackson Fonstock 6th. Dustin Coggin 7th. Russell Windsor in 8th. Jordan Ward 9th. Jimmy Gagas rounding out the top 10. Kyrie Linsky 11th. Chandler Pratt 12th. Albert Lopez 13th. Christian Schweiger 14th. Ruben Rose 15th. And David McCullough in 16th place after wrecking a lap number 1 there. But as you guys enjoy their warm-up session, we'll take a quick little break and be right back here on the Legends Racing Network from Rockingham Speedway. Back live here at Rockingham, so we're going to take a quick look. We're still up here for the fight answer 200 here at Rockingham Streetway, just east of Raleigh, North Carolina. These drivers will be pacing here pretty shortly. Should be a field of about 35, I believe, 30 or 37. Here is your starting lineup here for tonight's main event. As we just saw, John Santoro on pole position, Connors Rossi in second. On the outside rail, Zach Stewart third, Dana Mulks fourth, our heat winners. Ryan House in fifth, Jared Skinner sixth, Nate Boggess seventh, Sam Hoff in eighth. Ninth will be Isaiah Walter, 10th will be Matt Sisler. 11th, Donald Kite, 12th, Hunter Sr. 13th, Michael James, 14th, Jackson Fonstock. 15th, Brock Moore, 16th, Dustin Coggin. 17th, Tony Allison, 18th, Russell Windsor. Alan Spencer, 19th, Jordan Warnock, 20th. 21st, Alex McQueen, 22nd, Jimmy Dykes. 23rd, Caleb Yates, Kalinski, 24th. 25th, Alex Anderson. 26th, Taylor Preda. 27th, Bill Lamp. 28th, Albert Lopez. 29th, Braden Williams. Christian Joyer will be 30th. 31st, Skylar Jones. 32nd, Ruben Rose. 33rd, Craig Martin. 34th, David McCullough. And 35th place will be Christopher Bush in the 29 machine as pace car pulls off in the pit lane, the field, ready to go. 200 laps here at Rockingham. So we had the green flags in there. We're on the way here for the Fight Cancer 200. John Santoro with a good launch here off the start. This is going to be side by side here with Connors Boson off of turn number 2. See if any drivers get too loose off of turn 2. Looks pretty clean off of turn 2. Has been a trouble spot for some of these drivers in the heat races, but still side by side for the race lead off of turn number 4. Who will lead lap number 1? It's going to go in the way of John Santoro, but can he keep this race lead ahead of Connors and Bozian? They're still side by side as wrecking in the back there. Huge calamity in turn 1 and turn 2. A bunch of drivers involved there. That surely brings up the first caution of the night, and yes it will. Thomas Spencer around. Michael James around, Kyle Linsky around, a bunch of other drivers around as well. We will take a quick look at what happened. Lap number 1. Lap number 2, excuse me, turn number 1. Been quite up front. I believe that was the maybe Ryan Houston that was spun out. Yeah, Ryan Houston spins, he saves it, but there's a couple of different wrecks that happen there. I mean, it's not easy to see exactly what went on. It's a blimp camera that does not show a great picture, but you can't see top right there who was all involved. But this is Ryan Houston, kind of the initial spin, gets in the back bumper there of Zach Stewart and gets him around as well. Matt Sisler gets in the back of him, but then Lamby with Nate Boggs as well around. But I mean, none of the drivers who kind of spun out first or was sideways first were really truly involved in that wreck really hard. But Nate Boggs, I think, just got on the brakes right there really hard and got a little sideways. Donald K got into him. Hunter Sr., Isaiah Waltrus as well, kind of just piling out. We'll see if we can get like a static camera here if this is a good one. Down to turn number 3 or 1, 2. Yeah, they're just piling it in there right there. But can't quite see. I think Tony Allison, Michael James probably got the worst of it as well. But unfortunate there for our Daytona winner. I mean, just unfortunate for him. Tonight, but this last week was not the best week as well for him, finishing in 23rd place, and right now he's already a lap down here on lap number 5. We'll see if he can maybe rebound here, maybe fix some of that damage and get back out on the lap. But he's currently He'll be on the EOL right there. I believe we're going green this time by. Looks like we are. One interesting note here tonight. Nathan Lamont not in tonight's race, I believe. Sitting fifth in the points, so unfortunate for him. He had absolute great finish at Daytona, but and he had a solid finish last week at Atlanta as well, but unfortunately got missed here tonight. Rockingham got cost him some points, and points are going to be very valuable here in to get to the chase. But green flag back out in the air. John Santoro back out in front. So he'll usually clear off the turn forward. Connors Wilson about half a second back there. Got some side-by-side out here, Nate Bogus and Zach Stewart. Sean Santoro, actually, fun fact, is dead last in points. 42nd out of 40 seconds. He has one start this season. And absolutely dead last. But right now, he got pole position. He's currently leading tonight. Well, run for him tonight. I mean, this would be one hell of a story there for that 24 machine. If you can even win this race, I mean, that would be crazy. But if he can just get a good finish here tonight, that would be awesome for him as well. So as he was in the East Series last season, so he's making his rookie debut, or not debut, but rookie season here at Rockingham. He raced as well at Daytona. Looks like we have a pass there. Dinamo sits around Connors the Bodian. We're second. The 8 machine. Side by side, Matt Sisler. There's Skinner. Matt Sisler gets around Jared Skinner. That's for 5th place. Matt Sisler having a good run tonight. He was runner up last season by 2 points in the Superstar East Series. Russell Windsor also here tonight, currently running. He was running pretty well in the heat races, but he's currently running. There's one driver down pit lane. That's Connors of Bosian coming down pit lane. Oh, and there's a wreck! Huge wreck! Bosian around in the turn 3 and 4. He collected another driver. Was that Alex Anderson? Yes, it was. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like Zabosian was coming down pit lane, and wow. Not sure, maybe a technical issue or something happened there, but oh, we didn't really quite see what happened there. This is a replay here down in the turn number 3. This is Alex Anderson's view. We'll go Connors Zabosian next, but Zabosian on the apron there, as you can see, just gets loose and just overcorrect. I'm not sure if he was coming down pit lane. I'll have to double check, but I don't believe he had a penalty from last week. He wasn't given a black flag or anything. We'll go on board here with Connors DeBosian. I think he has a technical issue. But, I mean, his steering inputs just don't look very natural, as I'm not sure if he had a black screen or technical issues, or maybe a screen freeze or whatnot, but Connors DeBosian destroy Alex Anderson. Pretty destroyed as well, as he'll have to come down pit lane, probably fix that up as well. As that is unreal right there. As we'll take a double check here, but yeah, it looks like no. I was supposed to not giving a penalty tonight, so it has to be a technical issue, I'd assume, because you could see off of turn 2, I mean, he was kind of going low to the inside as well, as it kind of indicated that he was already having technical difficulties, or something was going on with his software, monitor, or even hardware as well. But unfortunately for Alex Anderson, an absolute bystander in that one. About to go green here, all out the right scene. After a crazy turn of events here, a couple of the front runners out here. So there's no Ruben spins on the old tires there in the outside wall. He goes. He's falling all the way back to dead last, pretty much in the outside wall. Spun on old tires. Him and Skylar Jones stayed out. Ramos came down pit lane as we look in the replays. Ramos spinning those tires around. Skylar Jones doing a good job right now here. Lap number 1, now 2 on those old tires, staying ahead, side by side. Johnson. Alright. As here comes Daniel Mulks to the inside of Santoro. Skylar Jones still ahead right now. But how quick will John Santoro catch up to him, and will he be able to pass him quickly? As I have a feeling tonight's race is going to be about track position, and it's going to be pretty hard to pass here tonight, but you will see. Battle for the rest of the races on here on lap number 21, off of turn 2. You can see that second place driver of John Santoro right behind. Side by side, there goes Daniel Mulks, the inside of John Santoro. Santoro a bit loose off of turn number 2. And so we'll get past for second, and now here comes Sam Hoff, last season champion. He's looking for that third place position. Spotted by off of the race lead. Daniel Wilkes will take it from Skylar Jones off of turn 4. As Jones with a bad run on the turn number 1. Johnson throw all over the back number of Jones. Jones up the racetrack. Here comes Santaro. Santaro will clear for second. Here comes Hoff as well for third. Jones is really seeing how big of a difference the tires make here at Rockingham. Couple laps in this green flag run. So drivers going to the inside, they're off of turn 2. Not sure if they got loose or whatnot, but it's up the road single file for the most part. Side by side there, Christopher Busch, Greg Martin side by side as they're 17 and 18. Some of the biggest movers so far tonight on those two drivers. Skylar Jones being the other one, but that's kind of due to tire strategy. Skylar Jones up 20 positions, but Jones is going back pretty quickly here. Right now in front of Jackson Fonsack. We'll take a quick look at our biggest movers so far tonight. Top 5 biggest movers: Skylar Jones, Christopher Busch, Greg Martin, Kyle Linsky, Brock Morris. A couple of drivers involved in some wrecks there, but in the heat races, but they're working their way up nicely here through the field. That's the longest green flag run of the night so far. I think this is really where tire is going to start playing a factor. Who saved their tires the best here, as they're about 10 plus laps in this green flag run. Skylar Jones really holding on the pack here behind. 11th on back, Jackson Fonsack trying to work his way back. Here comes Alex Green side by side. This is for 12th. McQueen. He's tired of being behind Skylar Jones. He wants to go up to the top 10 position and have a shot here at the top 10 finish. McQueen with the run off of turn number 4. Side by side with Jones. He's going to clear off of turn number 2 of Jones. McQueen up to 11th place. Jones still holding on for 12th, excuse me. The driver's behind still stuck for a little bit. Sherlock finally gets by Skylar Jones here. Jones doing a good job on those old tires, keeping those drivers on newer tires behind. I don't know how long the dam can hold. There's a bunch of hungry drivers behind. A little bit loose there as Caleb Yates on the inside. There's Jared Skinner being passed by Matt Sissel and Brock Morris. There's cautions out on the racetrack. Victory further back. Christian Schweiger slow. Dylan Lamp a little slow as well. A little left front damage as well on that 55 machine. Soft for turn 2. Oh, 3 wide up ahead. Kind of right in the middle. Was it Waltrus? Not sure. Might transpire there. We'll see here from the chopper view. Waltrus sends a shots to Caleb Yates off of turn number on the entry of turn 1. Clips Jackson Von Stock and clips Christian Schweiger there. As well as sending 38 around. Not really any damage. It looks like maybe Christopher Bush got some damage there, but I don't think it's too severe. Right there. We'll see. Here off turn number 2 for Bush. Just checking up as much as he can, having to avoid blocks. Oh, Dylan Lamp, hard hit for him. So Lamp, very severe damage. Thomas Pincher and Christopher Bush gets a little bit of damage here, but Lamp definitely got the worst of that one. But drivers looking like they're coming down pit lane and out of the box they go. So it's going to be Dylan. Daniel Molex going to be leading the field off of pit lane. Looks like we'll be going green this time, bud. You're on green here. Pace car is off. Pace truck is off. Gilmox, Ron Santoro, Gillies field to the green, and green flag back in the air. Not too great of a launch from John Santoro as Sam Hoff will move himself up to second place on the initial starts as they rocket away down the back straightaway off of turn number 2, side by side for 4th. Also side by side for the race lead. Sam Hoff will move to the inside, clips the apron on the entry. Gonna lose a little bit of time there, and he'll have to settle in for second there off of turn number 4. Batter at Sissler. He's looking for that top tier position. Like I said, second place in the Superstar E Series. And he's looking really good around the outside here. Off of turn number 2, he'll clear for third. John Santoro had to stop back in line as here comes Jared. It's gonna big dive bomb moves to the inside. He's gonna make it sick though. That's for 4th place, but John Santoro, he's not done quite yet. Goes further through the field. That's Isaiah Watches side by side here with Jackson Fonstock. Fonstock will stay ahead for now. Pretty steady gaps throughout the field. Still side by side here. Jimmy Geikus, Jackson Fonstock. This Geikus will go through for 13th. Side by side for a second, Matt Sisler, Sam Hoff. Side by side off of turn number 2. Sisler still on the inside, but Hoff will clear in the turn number 3. Skinner has a chance here off of 4 and get good of her run. Single file for the most part here out in front. Jar is right behind Sam Hoff, just kind of bottlenecked behind and not able to get around that 15 machine. You know, Daniel Mulks continues to pull away here in the 8 machine. It's kind of like I was mentioning here tonight. It's going to be very hard to pass here on Rockingham Speedway. It's going to be a lot more about track position. Let's just see a big single file line behind Sam Hoff. That has some side-by-side battle for them back. Jackson Vaughn stock there. Santos Senior working his way through the field as well. The inside goes Senior. Didn't have the greatest of starting position, starting in 12th place. Spun his tires in the heat race. Kind of lost a few positions there in heat number 2. Rose swinging his way to the field as well. Started 32nd up, 13 spots in 19th place currently. They're going to get most of the inside there. Help Yates. Rose continue to work through the midfield. That single file for now. You don't have back straight away. Timoff continues to lead this pack of cars with Danny Wilkes now with a 2-second lead over the rest of the field. He's absolutely flying in that machine. Not sure if he's pushing too hard here or just that good. You kind of just have packs of cars here currently just jumbled up around each other side by side here. Dustin Coggin, Jimmy Gekis. Looks like Dustin Coggin will clear here for 14. As up here, Kolinski. It's passed there by Nate Bogus. That's for 9th. As Sam Off continues to pull away from the pack behind. But David Mullock's still 2.5 seconds ahead of Samuel Off. But Master Sir kind of now leads the pack now as Hoff is pulled away. There's always some contact there. Hunter Sr. and Donnie Kite almost could have been disastrous in the intro to number 3. Donnie Kite trying to get around Isaiah Watchus right now. Here, trying to clear off to number 4. He will down the back front straight away. We'll see when. Like I mentioned, it's just so hard to pass here. As they caught back up to Sam Hoff here. As Stephen Holtz has extended his gap to 4.3 seconds over the rest of the field. He's on a different zip code right now as lap traffic. Right now, I believe that's Craig Martin. Yes, it is Craig Martin getting lapped there. Currently on the lead lap. Soft under attack here from Matt Sisler. Their lap down car. Dylan Lambert's gonna get sketchy here over turn number 4. Brock Morris now to the inside of John Tantaro. And he'll clear off for turn number 2. He's inside the top 5. Because kind of slow down the back, separate them a little bit. Sam off, Matt Sisler pulled away a little bit. Brock Morris trying to do as well. Is he now at the 4th? As caution is out here on lap 79. Not sure what went on. Smoke there in turn 3, I believe. So it looks like the car blinked out and smoke in turn 1 and turn 3 and 4. That's why you can't see it. So it's very interesting there. So going green this time, everyone coming on pit lane. Spacer gonna pull off the pit lane here. Darren Mullock to the least of the grain. He's been the most dominant truck tonight so far. 82 laps on this one. If I can hear across the lane. Spins the tires just a little bit. Tim Hoff, Matt Sisler, Brock Morris up to second now. And his caution is back out here on the racetrack. Braden McWilliams going off of turn number 2. To contact, Michael James got loose in turn 1. And Braden McWilliams getting loose off of turn 2, and rounds he goes. So with this caution here on lap 84, we take a quick little break and we'll be right back here on the Legends Racing Network. I'll be back live here at Rockingham Speedway. Going amongst leads to green once again. Will the outside lane have another bad start with the tire spin here into the restart zone? They go. Green flag back in the air. Top few drivers get away cleanly. The inside a little bit better though. Sam off will get up back up to second. Daniel Molex. The inside goes Sim Hoff. Has huge run through 3 and 4. He's going to take the race away here from Daniel Molex. Coming across the line. A shove from Brock Morrison in turn number 1. Sam Hoff leads here tonight, but he can't quite clear Daniel Molex out in front. Molex with a huge run for turn 2. He'll clear down the back straightaway though. Here comes Matt Sisler from 4th to maybe 2nd here on this lap. And Matt Sisler will clear for 2nd. And so here comes Brock Morris to the inside of Sam Hoff. That's for 3rd. He'll clear in the turn 1. And Hoff continues to fall back. He's behind Jared Skiri now as well. Zero watch on the outside. Just outside, Zowatchos on the outside line, trying to make it work. The clear for 7th. Ryan Houston not quite clear on the entry of turn number 3. The foul here on turn number 1 and turn 2. He's out here for the most part, but Daniel Molex not able to pull away as much as he did on the opening stint, or the last stint I should say. Right now, just kind of single file racing here, coming to halfway point here in the fight. Cancer 200. But here comes John Santoro to the inside of Sam Hoff. That's for 5th place. Hoff could hang on for now, though. We'll see what they do down in turn 1 and turn 2. Step aside behind there. Hunter Sr. on the outside of Isaiah Waltrus. Will be clear as here comes Ryan Housen as well. As there goes inside Hunter's seat. Oh, John Santoro. Hunter Sr. goes. As Dustin Coggin getting around Isaiah Waltrus. Isaiah Zach Stewart. Side by side here for second. Jerry Skinner, Matt Sichler. Is again Daniel Mullick just pulling away big time from the field. I mean, just absolute dominant performance here tonight so far. Under 2 laps in this race. Hunter Senior side by side with John Santoro. Still side by side for 6th place right now. And clear for 6, barely looking for a crossover here in turn 1, maybe not quite. And Toro just enough of momentum there. We dropped on 7th. It's here comes Dustin Coggin. Going to be ahead of Ryan Houston here. So Senior trying to work his way around Sam Hoff here. Here comes over to the inside of Sam Hoff. Side by side contact through 3 and 4. Up to racetrack they go a little bit. Still side by side off of turn number 4. Hoff gonna stay ahead for now in that 5th place position. Still see inside is Hunter Senior as he's side by side with him off once again off of turn 2. Very close together though. Senior still on the inside trying to make that inside line work, but Hoff doing a great job defending it for now. As Johnson Choro now to the inside. There's almost some contact over before. Santoro is starting on pit lane. That's Ryan Houston late pit road entry. Bunch of drivers coming out pit lane. So looks like Skylar Jones coming out pit lane. Michael James out as well coming out pit lane. So pit stops happen here. About 80 laps to go. As the single file line continues to grow a little bit as Brock Morris, Matt Sisler close together here off of turn number 2. Seeing Brock Morris down pit lane. His caution's out. Actually out on the racetrack. Nate Bogg gets around off of turn number 2. And then Matt Sisler made contact. So not Sisler, Zach Stewart, him and Zedil Waltress made contact off of turn number 2. See now review this one. Just off of turn 2, I'm not sure if I think Stewart just came up and Zedil Waltress wasn't expecting it. But caution is out on the racetrack because here comes the field down pit lane. Steven Wilkes continues to dominate here tonight. 77 laps to go. Can you win the race off pit lane? Yes, it is. And Wilkes will win the race off pit lane. John Santoro will be looks like in 4th. We'll see where it's Schwartz run out though, officially. The Jared Skinner in 2nd. Brock Morris in 3rd. Going green this time by. It circles off and green by back in the air. Wilkes takes Bristol easily in the turn number 1. Side by side here is for 6 and 7. Centaur clear Dustin Coggan there for 6th. As here comes Sunshine on the outside. Racing up out here for the most part on the restart here. Side by side here comes Hunter Sr. to the inside of John Santoro. Looks like Santoro gonna stay ahead of Hunter Sr. for now. We'll see if anyone can challenge Daniel Marks' long run speed. Because so far tonight, Daniel Marks has been absolutely on rails out in front of the field. Brandon McWilliams side by side here with Jimmy Geikus. Williams will clear Geikus. There's 67 laps to go. Single file for the most part here in the top few positions. It's not pulling away as much as he did earlier in the couple stints as well, but we'll still be able to pull away here later in the run. But Brock Morris didn't get away too much here, same with Jared Skinner as well. Right now, yeah, Daniel Mulk's not pulling away as much as he did in these other green flag runs. Right now, I am Brock Morris not pulling away from Jared Skinner a little bit here in lap number 6 or 60 laps to go. Now, Matt Sissler now challenging CM Hoff for 4th place. It looks like these drivers have to make at least one more pit stop here tonight. Probably with around 40 laps to go. Set aside for 6 and 7. Hunter Sr., John Santoro. This is driving out to watch Sam Hawk. Let's get check out the field quite a bit. Matt Sister goes by. Here comes Hunter Sr. now. It's a big battle here for 4th place. Sister on the outside. He'll get up to 4th place now. Matt Sisler and Sam Hoff. Now I'm just gonna try to pull away here from the 5th place on back, but right now Jalen Wilkes opening up his gap now on Brock Morris. And doing his thing right now. Set up ahead, Johnson, Toro, Sam Hoff once again. These drivers have been side by side quite a bit. Almost some contact out of turn number 2. Hoff will clear into turn number 3. Big save for Isaiah Welch on the outside. Off defending well for now, but man, that was close off of turn 2 once again. Imhoff continues to lead this pack of cars. Brock Morris now attacking Jared Skinner here in a few moments' time. Big claim me up ahead with a lap. Traffic, no contact. Sam Hoff. Isaiah Wall just through turn 2. Isaiah Wall just backs out of it though. Oh, drivers bring it down pit lane. Michael James has already brought it down pit lane. One of the first driver to do it. There, Waltrus. Oh, the back bumper of Sam Hoff is up to the inside right now. Side by side through one and turn 2. Oh, Waltrus loose off of turn number 2. So just clear in the turn 1 of Sam Hoff, but he now has a new challenger. Johnson Turo is going to get into the back of Isaiah Walters. Isaiah Walters and Sam Hoff. Hoff in the outside wall hard. Wrecking the turn 1 and turn 2. He gets piloted by Ruben Rose, and that brings up the yellow with 38 laps to go. As we saw that live there. So Hoff come back on the racetrack right in front of Michael James, but let's take a look at that one there. But I think we kind of saw the majority of that one unfold right in front of our eyes. So this is the entry to turn number 1 and turn 2. Johnson Taro got into Sam Hoff. Isaiah Walters tried to save it, got into Hoff there. Rose collected in that one as well. Nowhere to slow down. Ooh. The driver involved barely there, clipping that 15 machine off instantly down pit lane, having to fix that damage in the 15 machine. But it stops here. Probably the final ones tonight. Maybe have one more. Isaiah Monks once again wins race off pit lane. It's growing green this time by, coming to 34 laps to go. Green flag back in the outside lane. Once again, not getting the greatest of launches there. Team once again clears into turn number 1. Jared Skinner will clear off of turn number 2. Hunter Senior 3rd. Brock Morris 4th. As here comes Matt Sissler to the inside. So gets the back bumper. Brock Morris side by side with him and Isaiah Waltrus. As here comes Jared's gonna go challenge Dana Mullox to the inside. This is the time to do it here on these restarts on these colder tires. Side by side here for turn number 2. This is for the race lead and possibly the race win. As Mullox sideways. Skinner gets into him just a little bit. He's gonna clear up for turn number 4. Can he hang on here for the race lead? Over Daniel Mullox here in these next few laps. Gotta pull away. It's 30 laps to go. Jared Skinner now leads over Daniel Mullox, who's been the most dominant car tonight, or truck tonight, I should say. Taking a look to the inside of Skinner. I had a feeling that wouldn't take too long. But it's one thing to catch him and stay behind him. It's another thing to pass him. Looks makes passing look pretty easy here at Rockingham as he clears Skinner off for turn 4. It's 26 stops here now to go. No more pit stops here tonight. This is Brady McWilliams, Tate Laprella right now. 23 laps to go here. Dylan Wilkes in the race lead by 2 tenths of a second now. 3 tenths of a second over Jared Skinner. Skinner led here off the restart. But like I said, Dylan Wilkes has been so good. That is Matt Sissel moves himself in the top 5 position. As you'll see some battles to the racetrack. Alex McQueen here, side by side with Craig Martin there. Actually, no, it's Nate Box, excuse me. And here comes Ryan Houston. He's really a lap down. So clear Nate Bogus there. Johnson Toro on the outside wall. We got some cars smoking down the off of turn 4, I believe. So I'm just here trying to go on Jared Skinner for second. I really think this race is just who can finish second as Dana Wilkes. I mean, as long as nothing crazy happens, he's been so good tonight. I mean, unreal. It might be one of the most dominant performances ever in Superstar Series history. 13 laps to go. Can he put the cherry on the top here tonight for this Fight Cancer 200 in the 8 machine? So here comes Thomas Spencer. He's looking for that 6th place position. Under 10 laps to go right now. Daniel Mullock's off of turn number 4. Hunter Sr. has entered the picture here. Does he have a possible chance of chasing down the race leader? As caution is that on the racetrack, and this changes everything. Will these drivers come down pit lane? Ruben Rose slow. Him and Jackson Von Stock on the entry to turn number 3. Down the back straightaway. 8 laps to go. So over to number 2 right here. It looks like Fonstock and Rumeros just come together off of turn 2. Round they go down the back straightaway. So that brings up the caution here tonight. 8 laps to go, now 7. I'd assume these drivers come down pit lane. They've been on this sets for about 30 laps here. Ooh, Hunter's Sr. gonna stay out here. That might not be the right strategy call unless we get kind of a caution fest here, but looks like a majority, if not everyone, comes down pit lane. We'll see. As Brock Morris 2-tire call there. He walks off pit lane. He'll be the second one off pit lane, but Brock Morris will be number 1. It looks like it's going to be Hunter Sr., Thomas Spencer, Craig Martin, 1, 2, 3. That's staying out. Brock Morris with a 2-tire call in 4th, and Daniel Mullock's going to be a first driver on 4 first Goodyear tires. Gotta be watching out for these drivers that maybe spin their tires here on this restart, especially the outside line. They've been doing it quite a bit. Us giving the 30-lap old tires could be really, really bad. As here we go off of turn number 4. Restarting here, 4 laps to go. It's going to be Hunter on the outside line. Watch for the tire spin. The little tire spin there. As Daniel Mullock's going to make it 3 wide there for 3rd place. So it looks like there's contact. Jared Skinner around in front of the field in turn 1 and turn 2. Oh, he collects one other driver as well. That's Jordan Warnock. and we have a green-white checkered here tonight to figure out our race winner. But Skinner spins out Dynamol's black flag as well. We'll see if that's cleared though by race control. Probably for passing too soon, or I'm not sure what he would get black flag for. Yeah. So bad wheel spin on the inside. Yeah. Looks like Craig Martin just had a really bad wheel spin. He dropped all the way back to 8th place. Dynamol's in the pill. Looks like it was cleared though. As we'll take a better look at what happened to Jared Skinner. Looks like him and Thomas Spencer making contact there. Spencer getting spun around as well. He drops on the 12th place to all of the lats. But gonna re-rack him up here. It's gonna be Hunter Sr., Brock Morris on the front row. Morris on 2 fresh right side tires. Hunter Sr. stay out that last caution. This could be an interesting turn of events here. Here we go. Here we go, off of turn number 4. Pace strike pulls out the pit lane. Gonna be a green and white checkered. Green flag is in the air. Hunter Sr. Brock Morris with a nice start here. Morris trying to block Daniel Morris on the inside. Morris gonna stay behind Morris for now. Morris wrapping the ball on the racetrack. Here comes Brock Morris to the inside of Hunter Sr. off for turn number 2. He'll clear for the race lead. Mullenix falls right behind him. Massive, so not too far behind. We have a blown up car on the inside there off of turn number 2 is side by side here for a second. Brock Morris will lead us to the white flag one more time around here for the Fight Cancer 200 at Rockingham. And here comes Russell Windsor, Superstar East Series champion. Does he have a chance of the race win here in Rockingham? Brock Morris loose off of turn 2. Dana super loose off of turn 2. Molix is spinning in the outside wall. Brock Morris through 3 and 4. Off for turn 4, he gets loose. Here comes Russell Windsor. To the line they go. It's going to be Brock Morris picking up the win here at Rockingham for the Fight Cancer 200. Russell Windsor in second. Matt Sisler third. Isaiah Waltrus in fourth. Hunter Sr. rounding out the top 5 after a staying out call there for him in that 12 machine. Brock Morris, what a run. What a strategy call. 2 tires paid off there, and it was just enough to pick up the win here tonight. Brock Morris burns it down here on the front straightaway. There's a pole restrictor lap here for Brock Morris. Goes around Rockingham Speedway. As we'll take a quick little break and we'll be right back here for our top 5 interviews here tonight. Guys, back live here from Rockingham Speedway. Gonna take a quick look at our finishing results here tonight. Actually, an update here. I said Isaiah Walters finished in 4th place. He actually got a black flag on the last lap. That moves him to the tail end of the lead lap. So it'll be Brock Morris picking up the win here. Russell Windsor in 2nd. Kind of coming out of nowhere there. Didn't really see him up front. Top 5 positions all race long, coming up in 2nd place. Like I mentioned, he was the East Series champion last season over Matt Sissel, who's in 3rd. Hunter Sr. 4th. Dustin Coggin will be in 5th place to that penalty. Brandon McWilliams 6th. Michael James, he was involved in a wreck on lap number 2. He was a lap down already on lap number 2 early on in this race. He's up to 7th, and that's a great result hit for him after not having the greatest result last week at Atlanta. Greg Martin in 8th, Alex McQueen in 9th, and Nate Boggess rounding out the top 10. 11th, Ryan Housen. 12th, Ruben Rose. Skylar Jones, 13th. Donnie Kite, 14th, and Daniel Molnex, 15th. Just absolute, has to be heartbreak for that 8 machine. Absolutely dominated. Was the class of the field for majority, if not all, this racing, except the last, I guess, pretty much 10 laps. He'll finish in 15th place. Thomas Spencer, 16th. Nate Labretta, 17th. Like I mentioned, Isaiah Walters getting that penalty in 18th place. We'll see if that is official, though. Tony Allison in 19th. Jim Gekis in 20th. 21st, Jordan Winnock. 22nd, Jared Skinner. 23rd, Albert Lopez. Jackson Fonstock. 24th, John Santoro. And 25th, Christopher Bush. 26th. Zach Stewart. 28th or 27th. Simoff. 28th. Caleb Bates. 29th. Kalinski around top 30. And 31st, John Lamp. 32nd, Christian Swagger. 33rd, Alex Anderson. Collins Bose in 34th. And David McCullough in 35th place. We'll bring in our race runner here of Brock Morris. A bold strategy call there late here tonight, picking up the race win with a 2-tire call. We'll bring him in here into the booth. Hello, Brock, you got a copy?
Absolutely, I do.
What a win for you here tonight. That 2-tire call in the last pit stop. Just enough grip to get you to the end there. Talks to that green white checker and that strategy call there at the end.
Man, I knew I had to do something different. I honestly was surprised nobody else went with 2. It was basically just hold the 4 tires back. Hunter and I were talking the whole time of just like, he can get in front, or if I can get in front, like we're just going to kind of try and hold off everybody else. So, but yeah, I'm thrilled, man. I haven't won an oval in this league in like 2 years. So I am over the moon right now.
Yeah, I mean, you were solid all night long and just had the right strategy, the right time. And talk us through how loose was that race car? Usually on the 2 right side tires, it's a bit looser. It seems like you got pretty loose off of turn 4 on the last lap as well.
Alan, this thing was beautiful on the 2 tires. It was, honestly, I might have made this call earlier. It was so locked in. It was like perfectly loose. So I was thrilled with it. And I was able to get to the inside of Hunter in turn 1 on the green white checkered. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get tight, but it went straight through. So I was so happy about it.
Well, definitely. Well, congrats on your win here tonight at Rockingham. Anyone you'd like to thank for tonight's tremendous result?
Absolutely. First and foremost, Juicy Spider Studios and all the people over there. Of course, all the guys I run with here tonight, like Hunter, Craig, Jared, Donnie, those guys in the league, they helped me so much with this oval stuff. It's not even funny. So I got to thank those guys. Also got to thank Kettering University, Kettering Esports. SAC for putting this whole deal on. And then, you guys up here for broadcasting.
Well, like I said, congrats on your win here tonight at Rockingham. And we will see you next week at Homestead.
All right, thank you.
So that was Brock Morris, our race winner. Very happy tonight. I would be too. What a strategy call for him. He ran up front pretty much all night long for the most part, but he was definitely not the race winning machine, I would say, that he was on those last 5 or so laps. I mean, man, holding on for dear life, I'm sure he was. And as a 2-tire call, he felt so good about it. Usually the 2 tires make you a bit looser than you probably want, but anyways, works out for him in the big time favor for him. But we'll see Russell Windsor in the doesn't look like he's here, so we'll just skip him for now. We're bringing our 3rd place finisher Matt Sisler. He's in here as well. Don't believe he is actually. So bringing our 4th place finisher actually of Hunter Senior. We'll bring Hunter Senior here. Oh, Hunter, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So you bring it home in 4th place after that tire call strategy, staying out on those 37 lap old tires. Talk us through those final few laps and how you're just to hang on to that top 5 finish.
I'm disappointed. I feel like I had a car to at least, try to fight Daniel for that win and had a chance to race for it. But, the guys back there and, the 30s and the 20s decided they just wanted to end it, early for everybody else. But We had a strong truck. It was flying. We got damage early. Started in the back and worked my way through the field. And in my head, I was like, I'm just gonna stay out here and hopefully hold them off. And I chose wrong on that restart and chose that outside. And I'm glad it was Brock. If it was anybody else, I'd been pretty. I would have tried to pin them a little harder. But once I saw it was Brock to the inside, I just gave it to him and tried my best to hold on for what I had. And once I saw Daniel Reckon, I saw there was a chance for a top 5. So it was a good night, especially coming from the back like that and be able to race for a win. Just it just sucks that we didn't get the race for it.
Definitely. Well, you still come out here as the points leader after Rockingham tonight. What's you kind of looking forward to at Homestead Miami to kind of carry this momentum and kind of just keep maybe building up points lead for the regular season championship?
Well, I need everybody else I need all the people in the league to keep doing what they're doing. For one, all these guys are arguing and fighting, and everybody's having a great time apparently. So need them to keep doing what they're doing and just keep the consistency up. We finished 8th at Daytona, won last week, and came out here and raced for a win and finished 4th. So just keep moving forward. The first thing that comes to mind of what we need to do, besides the joke that I just made, is less cautions. We need to have some more racing and guys guys that actually have speed need to be able to show it and start contending for it like we did last week at Atlanta. That's the primary factor. And if we can go into Homestead like we had the last 2 seasons with minimal cautions, we can have a great race.
Definitely. Well, anyone I think for tonight's 4th place finish and good run overall?
Yeah, the first thing that I want to say is Brock Morris is a beast and he deserved this one. I mean, I hate seeing what happened to Daniel. That nothing but the respect for him. And I was looking forward to coming here and congratulating him on a win. But Brock, being able to pull that off for Juicy Spider, be able to get that win, and I know it means a lot to him. And I know it means a lot to everybody at Juicy Spider to see him, pull that off. And it's amazing to see that. And I'm glad to be a part of that race and be able to see it, be able to watch that. It was nice. And big shout out to Juicy Spider, Josh, Jared, Nick, Mike, Donald, Andrew, Bubba. This paint scheme by Bubba Myers Designs, High Side Podcast. Big thanks to you for broadcasting tonight. And thanks to Sam for this, for the league and just everybody that's a part of Juicy Spider. It's been a crazy year. I'm saying every single time I get an interview, I couldn't be more thankful to work with these guys and couldn't be happier. I don't think I'd be doing this if it wasn't for them. So big thanks to those guys and thanks to you.
Well, congrats on your 4th here tonight, and we'll see you next week at Homestead.
Yes, sir. Hopefully look forward to talking to you.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
Thanks, you too. As I was Hunter Senior at 12 Machine, as we'll bring in our 3rd place finisher, Matt Sichler. He's in chat. Yep. As we'll get a quick notification if we do have Isaiah Waltrus. Did he finish in that 4th place position? We'll double check this real quick. So it looks like no, he did get that penalty. I think it was due to incident points, possibly. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But we'll bring in Matt Sisler, our 3rd place finisher. Ran up front pretty much all night long. Had a good chance of possibly picking up that win. But finishes in that 3rd place position here late. Behind Russell Windsor. Oh, Matt, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
So you round yourself in the top 3 position, 3rd place. You had a great run overall tonight, probably your best run of the season by far, and pretty much was a top 5 car all night long, but rounding out yourself in 3rd place, Soccer United overall, and those last few restarts, and especially the rear record there at the end.
The race went pretty well, actually. Our 3 birdies Ram had like top 5 speed all night. Once we kind of got out in clear air, we kind of were able to just stay up there with the front runners. Nobody, although outside of the 8, I feel really bad for Dan. He had a phenomenal truck. He drove a great race. So unfortunate to see that happen to him on the last lap. But I was actually pretty comfortable riding home 5th there at the end. Like, no one really behind me. We weren't going to be able to catch 4th, so it was pretty well okay. And then, put on 4, figured, all right, we got about 5 laps. Maybe let's go try to get something. And And then that wreck happened right in front of me that I somehow dodged and gave us a fourth place on the restart. And unfortunately, Hunter picked the top, and that put me behind him. I felt like if he had picked the inside there, I feel like maybe I could have been walking away with the checkered flag, because I definitely had a little bit better short run speed than Brock. But give Brock credit, he got out there, made a great move to get the lead, and everybody managed pretty much to get through clean around Hunter, because it could have gotten real ugly. And Russell got by me, and then Daniel, whatever happened to Daniel happened on the backstretch, and we were just able to come away with P3. I didn't quite have. I probably needed another lap or two to get back to Brock or Russell to try to get the lead or try to take the win away. But P3 definitely best run of the season for our team, and we'll take it. And we'll go on to the next one.
Definitely. Well, congrats on your third here tonight. And you want to thank for tonight's great performance.
My sponsor, obviously, Three Birdies Golf Company. They've been with me for over a year now, like probably about a year and a half, maybe even closer to 2 at this point. I'm sorry, I should have looked it up before I came in here tonight. But they've been with me for a while now, and they've been such a huge supporter of everybody, of our whole team here at M3S Motorsports. And go check them out online right now. They've got great hats, shirts, koozies, golf tees, whatever you need for golf, over at threebirdiesgolf.com. Go check them out. My painter, Alan Steigerwalt, Lil Hooper Designs, for this awesome looking Three Birdies Ram. Peace, Love, and Paws Rescue out of Southeast Michigan, Adrian College, my alma mater. I do want to shout out my mom's side of the family. I know I didn't have the cancer truck tonight, but shout them out. Both my grandparents on that side, we lost to cancer, so want to kind of dedicate that run to them. Sam and everybody who puts on Superstar, and last but not least, I don't think I've ever heard your name pronounced. What's your is it Talon?
Yeah, Talon.
Okay, Talon, you do an awesome job with LRN, and I've watched the broadcasts. You do an awesome job. So thank you so much for being here and broadcasting our league.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate it, and congrats on your third here tonight, and we'll see you next week at Homestead.
All right, sounds good. Take care.
So it's Matt Sitchell in the 87 machine having his best run of the season in that third place position, finishing, like I mentioned, second place in the points last season in the East Series. So we'll see if he can kind of be a little bit dark horse maybe for the championship run. Maybe at least a good finish in the championship for him could be a good goal for him. But looks like that'll be it for the interviews. I don't believe that's all I see in the interview room. So Russell Windsor not in there. That I see of. But overall, a great night here tonight. Congrats to Brock Morris on picking up the win. His first of the season, his first on the oval, like you mentioned. He's usually a road course ringer. We've kind of known him as here in the Superstar Cup Series, but he came out and showed out here in Rockingham. Had a decent qualifying position, starting 15th tonight. Just made his way through the field, made the right strategy calls at the right time, and found himself in victory lane tonight. So next up, like I mentioned, we'll go into Homestead Miami Speedway for the Superstar Cup Series. Like I mentioned a few times in the interview, but be Wednesday nights next week, 8:15 Eastern time there. But up next in the Legends Race Network, we got the Top Tier Racing Backbone Series. They'll be going to Kentucky Monday night at 8:20 Eastern time for that one there. But pretty fun race here tonight, and we should have a really fun one next week at Homestead Miami. We always puts on a pretty good show here, and should be a fun one in the trucks. It'll be very interesting to see how it plays out. But thanks to all the drivers, teams, and league officials, and everyone watching here in the Legends Racing Network. Wherever here in the booth, I'm Talon Drake saying so long. See you next time here on the Legends Racing Network.